poor Marathon, man. Just like, ugh. Why are you saying poor Bungie? I'm saying poor Bungie because that project was already in trouble. Everyone, including them, knew it. And I can almost guarantee you that at least 90+% of the people working on it had no idea that that art was stolen. It turned out that some art was found on a Twitter account. And at first it was like a few images. And it looked like a few of this artist's images were copy pasted into Marathon. And this was art that he made 8 years ago. So when the story first broke, it's like, oh no, some people at Bungie stole some of this guy's art. Let's make sure he gets compensated. Slap on the wrist, Bungie. Not good, right? That's what we thought it was at the beginning. But the problem is that this story has been getting bigger and bigger. And now they're going through like all of the artwork from this account. And it turns out that like, it wasn't a few pictures. It was a huge amount of pictures, to the point that it's becoming quickly connected that like Marathon's aesthetic, the theme, the style is this guy's art. So it's like the bright colors, the way the text is, the shapes and the angular to them, like they literally copy pasted this dude's art into Marathon. And oof, it's not good. It's not good. Do I feel sorry for the guy that stole that art and that aesthetic? Not at all. I think he's going to get his comeuppance, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's public. But do I feel sorry for the other devs who are already having a hard time and are now going to have an even harder time because someone else was a complete idiot? Yes, I feel for them. I absolutely do. That sucks. Like that sucks. And actually surprised if Marathon is a success. From everything I know about the game industry, from everything I know about gamers, if that project actually gets released, I do not think it's going to be a success. I hate saying that, but it's like, man, this is for a game of that type to have the reception that it did. It needed a good reception. It did not get a good reception when it came out. Like for the size of the project, for the amount of talent that's on it, for the amount of money they're putting into it from the company it's from, like this should have, like Destiny 3 would have been a no-brainer, right? It would have been a no-brainer. But now we're here and it's just like, man, this is the writing's on the wall. The writing's on the wall and it's not good. Yeah. One of the lead artists on Marathon has been following the account of the person that had all the art for over 8 years. I see that Joseph Cross also follows you. Is there any insight you can give about the connection there? Artist. He's followed me for a few years and a few others from Bungie. Never had any communication. It wasn't like they were trying to hide anything. They were just doing it. Like, and the thing that's even wilder here, and this is the part I keep coming back to. This is the part I keep coming back to. How would they think this wouldn't be caught? Did you really think that the dude you follow on Twitter wouldn't notice when all of his artwork started showing up in your AAA game? It's wild to me to be a professional artist and see something on Twitter and think, yeah, it's okay for me to just take that. To her credit, she has actually said that she wasn't going to do anything legal, but I think everyone at this point is like, you have to. Like this is not acceptable. They can't do this to you. So we'll see. She said she doesn't have the resources to pursue it legally. She needs to put up a GoFundMe. That girl needs to put up a GoFundMe. I would throw money to it. Yeah. Now here's the big thing though. And this is something we all have to think about. What matters most in this situation is what that artist wants to do. That artist might want to have nothing to do with going after a major company. She might want to do it all behind closed doors. She may want to have zero publicity, and whatever she wants is what we need to respect. So if she puts up a GoFundMe, I know that me and thousands of others will give money to it and we will help her however she needs to be helped. But if she also is like, I don't feel comfortable doing that, I don't want to deal with this, I just want them to stop using my art and never talk about this again, that's cool too. Like, again, this kind of goes back to, I really hope Bungie resolves this situation properly. The ball is kind of in Bungie's court right now. I hate to say it, but at this moment it is. So we'll see what they say. I'm very interested to see how they're going to react to this art stuff. Like what do you do? What do you do when you find out your flagship product's entire aesthetic is stolen, potentially? Like, what do you do? Like, I wouldn't feel comfortable working on that project anymore. Unless, but here's the thing. Unless, what if they bring that artist in as a lead artist? What if they talk to that artist and that artist was like, this is a huge misunderstanding. I'm sorry. I love Marathon and I want to be a part of it. And Bungie's like, cool, we'll give you full credit and you're part of the team. You know, I think it now arguably it's going to be too late. No question. But I'm just saying, I think there's outcomes that wouldn't necessarily sink the project, but I think there are outcomes that absolutely will too. Yeah, I think there's outcomes to this where Marathon doesn't see the light of day. So it's going to be, yeah, again, it's going to be really interesting to see how Bungie responds to it. They put up apparently a Twitter account called Marathon Game Dev. Is that even the real company? I don't even know if that's a real company. But Marathon Game Dev was tweeting out some like official looking response stuff, but I don't know if that's them. Marathon Dev Team. Yeah. That is the comms team's Twitter. Okay. So wait. Do they have a main game account too? Are you telling me they didn't post the art response on the main account? They only posted it on the dev account? That's a decision. And they did it on a Friday. That's a decision. Oh, man. Oh, God. Dude, what are you doing?
Well, before we get into that, Joe Cross has some sort of topic that he wants to talk to you all about.
Yep. Thanks, Joe. And hey, everyone. I'm Joe Cross, franchise art director of Marathon. Yeah, and wanted to take a minute to talk about some of the events from yesterday. It came to our attention, and sorry, I wrote this. I want to make sure I get this message right. It came to our attention that an artist who worked on Marathon in the early stages of pre-production took a number of graphic elements from a graphic designer without permission or acknowledgement and placed them on a decal sheet that was then checked in 2020. The decal sheet included icons and text elements. These elements ended up in our alpha build, and there's absolutely no excuse for this oversight. And we are working on and 100% committed to our review process to ensure instances like this don't happen again on Marathon or at Bungie. A few of the things that we've done over the last 24 hours and what we're doing to shore up the review process are as follows. We've reached out to Anti-Real, the artist in question, and followed up to ensure that we do right by this artist. We're auditing all of the previous work by the artist, the internal artist, including the environment decals already in the build. Hundreds of artists have worked on this project for years, internally and externally, and we share many influences, including modernism, Swiss typography, 2000s style vector art, cyberpunk, and of course the original Marathon trilogy. And lastly, personally, I have a huge amount of respect and admiration for artists working independently, and producing, and making a living doing commercial or fine art. And we've worked with many of them. It's one of my favorite parts of the job is to make those connections and create content and collaborate. And so to that extent, I want to send my personal apology to Anti-Real, whose work was used in this case. And I know how unfair this feels, and we're doing everything we can to make this right with her. Her work is fantastic, and we clearly share mutual appreciation for a specific genre of graphic design, and it's very exciting, and I'm excited to have folded that into our style in general. So thanks for listening, and thanks for your patience.
Yeah, that's what's going on, man. It sucks. It sucks for the people that aren't involved. That's what I'll say. That last part is important. It really sucks for the people that aren't involved. Because it's just such a dumb thing, such an unnecessarily dumb thing, right? Like, this is such an avoidable situation. It hurts. It hurts.